First independent documentary, Inside Out, When Blood Hurts. And in 2014, he also added the title of author to his growing list of talents as he released a children's book entitled A Name Just For You. As a graduate from the University of Toronto's Faculty of Architecture, Sean has received more than 15 awards, including the 2012 Medal of Appreciation for his work as a motivational speaker for the United Nations Association of Canada, and was the first recipient of the Arts and Cultural Award presented to him by the University of Toronto Black Students Association. Currently the host and keynote speaker of LIFT, Sean was recently presented with the Black Canadian Role Model Award for his work with youth in Canada, the US, and the UK. Through performing, lecturing, and mentoring, Sean continues to cement his role as an active leader in the community. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sean Mauricette, aka Subliminal.
Make some noise for Subliminal! Keynote speaker for today! Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2. Reverse. Take it up. How y'all doing today? You guys good? Woo! All right. So, as you can tell, I do a little bit of beatboxing. We have any of the beatboxers in the house? Got 1, 2, got a few. Wow. Do we have any teachers who beatbox? Any teachers out there who beatbox? Yes. Coolest teacher on the planet, by the way, whatever your name is. Okay. So first of all, I want to say thank you for having me. As mentioned by the introduction, I not only do beatboxing, I do a number of other things. My focus today is actually going to be a talk that I gave recently for a TEDx conference, or a TEDx talk I did not too long ago, which is about finding something you like to do, doing it every day, and never working a day in your life. Does that make sense? I'll say it one more time because it can sound a little confusing. If you find something you like to do, and you do it every day, you will never work a day in your life. Can somebody, like with a really, really big voice, yell out what that means to them? How is that possible? Yes, sir, really, really loud.
Because you like something, you feel like you're just having fun, so you're technically not working if you're having fun.
Okay. Could you hear him? So he basically said, you're basically having fun so it doesn't feel like you're working, but you're really working, but it really feels like you're not working because you're having fun. Something like that, right? So that's my thing that I want to get through to you guys, that it's possible to do what you love, right? It's possible to have fun. Has anybody in this room ever worked on a school project and you had so much fun doing it that you actually forgot that it was even a school project? You forgot you were getting graded on. Has anybody here ever had a job? It could be anything. And you were having so much fun, you enjoyed doing the job so much you actually forgot you were even getting paid. Right? Yes. This is a concept that is important for you guys to understand from a young age. This is like, should be the goal for everybody. Now, I'm not saying that journey is always easy, but sometimes just doing the things that you like and you have fun doing can open up doors for you. In my case, beatboxing, you know the real reason I got into beatboxing? Can I be completely honest with you guys? Can I be completely honest with you guys? The main reason I got into beatboxing wasn't because of something I heard on the radio or something I saw on TV. It was actually to impress this girl at recess right here. That's real talk. The only problem is, every time I would see her coming, right? She'd be coming like, okay, and she was like, I counted to 10, like, 1, 2, 3. No, I could really count. So it was like 1, 7, 12, 8, and I just closed my eyes and I would beatbox, man. And in my mind, the beatboxing was like, but what came out of my mouth was like, was horrible. So I ended up spitting on her without me realizing it because it was horrible, so I was spitting. And she would run away. Now, why am I sharing this story with you guys? Because by trying beatboxing, and it didn't mean that I had to do it for the rest of my life, what it did was I started to develop this thing called self-control. Yes, I started to spit a little bit less, that's true. Self-confidence, and self-confidence is something I used every day in my life. I would use it when I'd be on stage, opening up for, in this case, an actor/rapper named Mauricette, okay? Now, what was interesting was I was able to take my skills in different areas of my life and reapply it. So if I told you, because in the introduction it mentioned that I have a degree in architecture, right, from U of T, I'm very proud of that. Would you believe me if I told you that beatboxing and performing and rapping on stage helped me when I was at U of T designing these models and making these projects? Would you believe me if I told you that? No. You're thinking, what would hip-hop, what does this have to do with this? Well, let me tell you. First of all, in order to do this meant that I had to have enough confidence to be in front of, well, this is about 7,000 people. So when it came time to be in the studio and I had to present my projects in front of 5 or 6 architects, I had that confidence. Right? Not only that, but I was taking my knowledge of hip-hop and putting it into my architecture. My final thesis in my 5th year, I created an architecture based on what you hear instead of what you see. Now, I won't get into it too much because it's kind of complex, but some people in my class actually made fun of me for that. They thought it was the most ridiculous thing in the world. I heard them laughing at me late one night when I was working at my drafting table. And it was a teacher. By the way, can we give another round of applause for the teachers that are here today? Teachers. Yes. Especially the teacher that can beatbox, wherever you are. I don't know who you are, what you look like, but this nigga right here, say word. So you gotta come up and give me a little sample. Please, not right now. I got 25 cents. If you come up, I swear to God, I'll give you, I'm joking. Okay, no pressure, no pressure. So, this teacher, his name was Adrian Blackwell. He looked over my shoulder and he's like, Sean, this is not you. Because I started to erase my drawings and draw like everybody else in my class, which was a really bad thing. So he said, this is not you, man. You got to get back to doing hip hop and you'll do something that you've never done before, architecture. You know why? Because nobody in your program listens to hip hop. So I listened to what he said, thank God for his advice, and I did something that had never been done before, architecture. I got an A on the project. It was exhibited 3 times at U of T, and it made history. So I found a way to tap into my love of hip hop and put it into my architecture. When it came time to produce, what does architecture have to do with making beats and music? Well, I would take the same concepts that we learned in architecture, how to build, put up a building, and I would implement it when it came time for me to make beats and start with the foundation, and I would build. If anybody here listens to CBC Radio, there's a show called Here and Now. That's my music that they're playing for over a decade. And I use the same principles in architecture to go and create and make that music, okay? Also, when my birthday would come up, instead of taking, getting money and just going and buying video games and stuff, I would put it back into my studio. It was like giving me money to buy some really cool gadgets, which I like toys, so I consider these gadgets like toys, but it was like an investment into my future and what I was doing without me realizing it because I was having fun. That's the crazy part. My parents, they look at me what I do on stage and I'm smiling and having a good time. My parents are still waiting for me to get a job. You know what I'm saying? Because this can't be a job to them. It's like, this can't really be a job. I'm like, this is one of the most important jobs on the planet. Because you're inspiring other people to believe in themselves. And I'm not up here just telling you guys, believe in yourself, you can do it. I'm showing you real images, man. When I graduated at U of T, my father was like, Sean, you can do whatever you want so long as you get your degree. You got your backup plan. So I found myself, because I like beatboxing and performing, I found myself on TV, and I got into acting. So a lot of you might recognize me from the Walt Disney movie called Jump In with Corbin Bleu and Kiki Palmer. Yeah, right? And there's been a number of other things that I've been doing. Now, I took my love of hip hop and I translated that into my ability to act on stage. So I'm still loving what I'm doing. I'm making it. I'm creating my own pathways. I'm learning how to take one opportunity and turn it into like 5. That's been another thing, right? Another secret. What I'm talking about is understanding that the things you don't like to do are equally as important as understanding what you do like to do. So what that means is, just because you try something and maybe it doesn't work out, that doesn't mean you're like, oh man, I just wasted my time. No, you didn't waste your time. You just figured out, this is not for me. So that's the only way for you to figure it out, is to get out there and try new things, even if it doesn't work out. In the land of acting, do you know how many auditions I go to that I don't get? I'd say probably 85 to 90% of the auditions I go to, I don't get. That's not because I'm not good or I was bad. Sometimes another actor might be taller or whatever. It could be anything. But I still gotta go out and keep trying. You gotta go out and keep trying if you love what you do. What I'm talking about is a saying that my mother gave me. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. What does this saying mean? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. What does it mean? Somebody with a really loud voice. Can anybody tell me what it means? So, yes, really loud, nice and loud. If you don't venture out, you don't gain anything, give them a big round of applause. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Beautifully said. All right? Barack Obama's a good friend of mine. All right? We go back. Me and Barack, we be kicking it all the time. So, how many people think these images are real? How many people think they're photoshopped? Yeah, I photoshopped it. Okay, so what? I'm joking. Okay, so why did I Photoshop this? It wasn't because I wanted to lie to you. It's because when Barack Obama became president, I wanted to do something that was fun. The only problem was I didn't really know how to use Photoshop, so I had to go on YouTube and say, how do you use Photoshop? And then boom, there he was, like a 7-year-old kid named Jimmy with his nose running, and his mother telling him to go to bed in the background, taught me everything about Photoshop, right? So Jimmy's like, and then you take your mouse and you move it over here, and his mother's like, Jimmy, go to bed, right? So I learned how to use Photoshop, and I had fun doing this. But here's the crazy part. By learning how to use Photoshop, man, I was able to edit other images for my projects. And I was able to put these images up on my website, and other people saw it, and other people wanted images, and then it opened up opportunities and doors. I'm still having fun. Man, I was even able to edit my wedding photo. Somebody saw this photo, and they're like, man, you edit wedding photos? I'm like, well, not really. Can you edit mine? I'm like, no, I don't really do it like that. I'll pay you. I'm interested, but I don't really edit photos for other people. I'll pay you $300. I edit photos. Let's have a seat, man. Can I buy you a hot chocolate or a double? Somebody wanted to pay me $300 to do something that I enjoy? Isn't that crazy? I would have did it for probably like $50, maybe even 20, maybe even free. The point is, I want everybody in this room to think about what that one thing is they love to do that they can do for free. They could just do it. Now, I'm not saying that you should do it for free. We all need to make money in order to make a living. That's part of living, right? Being able to put food in the fridge, pay your rent, pay your car, pay your cell phone bill. But it's about finding that thing and enjoying it. And it's not always easy to figure it out, but you got to stick with it. Okay? Editing videos. I'm going to wrap up with this. Editing videos, same concept. Didn't know how to edit my own hip-hop videos. Went on YouTube, learned how to edit videos. I'm now working on my first documentary, which I'm taking my skills, which I love, and this documentary is going to help thousands of people who live with a blood disorder called sickle cell globally. And I've been able to teach myself how to edit photos and edit videos, and I have all my own equipment. I'm not waiting on other people to give me permission to do this. I'm taking it upon myself. I'm being a leader. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm having fun. I'm helping people in the process. Find what you love to do. Never do it every day. Never work a day in your life. Okay? That's really what I'm talking about. And this man right here, what is his name? Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He has a saying. I'll end off with this, and then we're gonna get interactive. What he said, have faith. You don't need to see the entire staircase. Just take the first step. There's times in my life where I don't always know what's around the corner. But if I just sit at home and I just chill and wait for things to come to me, I might be waiting a long time. So it's important for you guys to get up and try things. It doesn't mean you gotta do it for the rest of your life. Just try. I looked at this thing, this step breakdown. I didn't realize I've been doing step like all my life, right? Especially as I'm older, taking these art forms and multimedia and encouraging you to overcome academic barriers and so forth. STEM, that's big. I didn't realize there were 9 elements in hip hop, and I've been living it and loving it and enjoying it and being me in the whole entire process. It's about leadership. Speaking of leadership, I need a volunteer who maybe can come up and help me make a beat real quick. And then do we have any dancers in the house? We got a couple dancers? Yeah? Okay. So let's start by making a beat. I want to make like an up-tempo kind of beat, like something like that. Can I get somebody? Yes, sir. Right way in the back over there. Can you come up? Can you come up? Let's get somebody else up. Is it? Can I get a young lady? Yes, yes. Come on up over here. And we'll take one more person. We gotta take somebody from the back because the back always gets forgotten about. Way over there in the back. Yes, sir. I see we got a really, I think he's a big one in the back. He's got a long arm or something. Yes, sir. We're in the back. I can't see him because yes, right over here. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay. So we got, we got a little bit, okay, so we got a few more people than I thought. That's okay. Come on up, bro. I think there's stairs over there. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a beat for you guys, and then I want to get now. I need a couple dancers now. I need 2 dancers. Couple dancers. Come on over here, bro. All right. Let's start. All right. Can you want to dance? You want to dance instead? Oh snap! Okay. He just grabbed my hand and whispered in my ear. I want to dance. I am not gonna tell you no, bro. I'm gonna tell you whatever. Give you whatever you want, man. Okay. We need one more. Huh? Over here? Yeah, okay, snap. Yeah. You know why I picked you, by the way? Because she was like, is it so polite? I mean, pick me. It's like one time I went somewhere and somebody was clapping like this. It was really polite. It was beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna get you to stand over here. I want you guys to shake hands, all right? Shake hands, show love, okay? So, sit tight. We're gonna start over here. So, we're gonna get my man over here to start me off, okay? What is your name?
Quaid.
What's it?
Quaid.
Give it up for, he said Quaid or Quaid?
Quaid.
Quaid, that's a dope name, Quaid. What does that mean, man?
It's from Dennis Quaid, the actor.
Quaid, wow, that's a dope name. Quaid, okay, that's cool. Sounds like a rare form of a rock or something, Quaid. Okay. So you beatbox a little bit? Okay, so give me a sample, give me something kind of up-tempo, and like do it for like maybe like, 10 to 15 seconds. So, yeah, give me a second, give me a second. Okay, Quaid, thank you so much. Quaid, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Okay. You don't beat, she's like, I don't beatbox, that's okay. I want you to add something to this beat, okay? Can you add, stop for 1 second now. Are you guys ready? We have my man Quaid lay down the beat. So we're going to start with my man over here. What is your name again? What is it? Nero. Give it up for Nero. Nero was a king too, wasn't he? Nero king. All right. So I want you to stand right where that X is, brother. Right there, the X. Okay. I'm gonna play the beat. I'm gonna give you maybe 10 to 15 seconds tops. If you go over, my man Ramon's gonna come up and just pull you off. Okay, I'm joking, won't do that. So, we're gonna let my man Nero do it. 5, 6, 7, and. Keep it to me now. Keep it to me now. Keep it to me now. Nero, ladies and gentlemen. So okay. Nero. So next up, we have, what's your name? Crystal is going to stand at the X. And Crystal, ladies and gentlemen, is going to give y'all a little something. Yeah. Crystal's going to jump into it like this. Are y'all ready? Here we go.
3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, yeah.
Here she goes now. Stop. Now, I'm gonna get you guys to stand and face each other. Okay, face each other. Stand and face each other. Should I make another beat that's a little faster, or should we keep the original? A little faster? Stay right there. Don't dance yet. Give me 1 second. Hold up. Hold on. Okay, we got the beat. Are you guys ready? You're both gonna dance at the same time. This is a dance off, baby. Okay? All right. Original breakdancing moves. You cannot touch each other, but you can do everything else. Okay? Just don't touch each other. Don't spit on each other or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? All right? Are we gonna get into it like this?
5, 6, 7, 8.
Face each other, go! What you got there? What you got there? What you got there?
Stop.
Give them a big round of applause, man. Whoa, Crystal. Nero. Man, I'm just tired looking at them, man. Jeez. I also want to point out, Nero came up to beatbox, which took a lot of leadership for him to even want to come up and do that. And then he flipped it and was like, hey man, can I dance? And I'm not going to tell Nero no for anything, right? So Nero, the fact that he actually broke into the dance, that exhibits a lot of leadership. Crystal, that exhibits a lot of leadership. Give them both another big round of applause. Right? So right now I have maybe about 5 minutes left. I mean, I don't want to go too long, but I want to open it up if you guys have any questions for me about anything in particular. Anything other than can you beatbox again? You know what I'm saying? Give me some real questions. We have a microphone that is right here. So if you have a question, just stand up and just come right to the mic. And there's another microphone over here. Can I free your mind? Can you just stand up and just show them where the mic is? Just put your hand up so they see it. Okay, you put the mic up. Okay, you can do that too, I guess. That's okay. All right, so if you have a question, I saw one hand up over here. Don't be shy, by the way, man. This is your moment. I never had anything like this growing up when I went to high school. So is this microphone on? Can you ensure the mic's on? Mic is on. Okay, you just gotta hold it nice and close to your mouth.
Can you rap?
Can I rap? Yes, I can. So if there's time, because I don't want to go too long. If there's time, I'll do a freestyle for you guys. Okay? If there's time, I want to get to a few questions now. We have a question over here? Okay, you gotta come up to the mic though. You gotta come up to the mic. Is it Bliss Carmen? Bliss Carmen in the house? You're with Bliss Carmen, right? Yes, all right, cool. What's your question?
Do you like chicken?
Oh, I like chicken. That's a very random question. As a matter of fact, I do. I do like chicken, but it's an inside joke. I worked with him in the past. He likes chicken legs. It's a thing that he does. Okay. Yes. Question.
What was like the hardest part of your journey, and how did you stay motivated?
What was the hardest part of my journey? I think the hardest part of the journey is see, you can love what you do. Sometimes though, like the economy might get slow. Sometimes finding jobs can be difficult. So it's kind of like, how can you keep yourself motivated and keep pursuing what it is that you do, right? And I think that the motivation is never giving up. I think surrounding yourself with positive people who got your back. People, you know, so having a plan B, something that you can fall back to and work on in the meantime. But the key is also doing things that are always helping to push you forward. So even if I go back to a plan B, it's not so far removed from plan A. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still a step in the right direction. And turning one opportunity into like 2 or 3. Right? So that's the key. Yeah, so way in the back, you can either, if you could yell it out really loud. Say it again? Oh, so the girl I was trying to impress, no, I didn't get her. I know. I don't want to talk about it. No. But the good news is, I got someone even better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I love my wife, man. She's so petite, I can stick her in my pocket and pull her out. She's awesome. You know what I'm saying? I love my wife. She's absolutely. You know what I talked about being with somebody that supports you and got your back? My wife is like my best friend, man. She's got my back no matter what. I know my boy Roman is he's in love like all day. Like, Roman, can I speak to you? He's just staring at the ceiling for no reason, thinking about his wife, okay? Love is a beautiful thing when you find the right person. Way in the back, yes. Really, really loud. Oh yes, okay. Somebody said Drake. Just because I look like Drake. Okay. So J. Cole, definitely, I love Nas. I love my people from the Justice League. I love my Jay Dillas. I love my Common. I'm a bit old school for you guys, so if you guys are looking for me to point out a few other people. I like people when they rap, they give me something, actually saying something. You know? So we said Fetty Wap. I have a hard time to understand what he's saying, period. You know what I'm saying? But okay. All right. Tupac has something to say. Biggie has something to say, right? Okay, so there was another question from way on the end. Yes, really, really loud.
When did you start beatboxing?
When did I first start beatboxing? When I was 6 years old. I was 6. And the beatboxing was actually really, really bad. Really, really bad. Okay? Another point is, if you guys try and beatbox and you're spitting on the person in front of you, you're doing it wrong, man. Just stop, go home, look at some YouTube videos, practice in the shower, that way when you get the wall wet, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'll take like 2 more questions. 2 more questions. And one, okay, Ramon's like, he came out of his love nest and he's like, yes, wrap it up. Okay, yes, you're waving your hand, yes sir. What do you say, well, that's a good question, man. What do you say to a kid or a student who wants to get his self-confidence up? What I would say is, what is something that they're afraid of? What's something they're afraid of? Identify what that one thing is. It could be anything, right? Something that's safe, of course. You know what I'm saying? And take little baby steps towards overcoming that fear. And while you're doing it, pay attention to how it's making you feel while you're doing it. Notice that other people notice. How's it making you feel when you overcome that barrier? But it starts with identifying what that barrier is. A lot of us, even as adults, we go through life and we don't figure out what that thing is that's holding us back. I met one adult, and I'm like, dude, all you gotta do is set your alarm 10 minutes early and you're good, son. That's it. You'll get to school on time. You'll have less anxiety. You'll make the bus. You can eat a breakfast. So by making small changes in our lives, that can make a difference, and it builds your confidence, builds your self-esteem. So I think that would be the best advice I would have. Find something that that they're fearful of, and work towards overcoming that. In little baby steps. You don't climb the whole mountain overnight. But take little baby steps. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to be on my time. I want to thank you guys for having me, aka Subliminal.com. Much love. I'm gonna pass the mic over to my man, Mr. Lamar, aka Rugged. Thank you for having me, y'all. Much love. Peace.
You know what I say to somebody who wants to get their self-confidence up? Take a minute to check out Subliminal, because every time I see you, you inspire me. Make some more noise for Subliminal.